Everybody's still talking about that Gabe Landeskog fight, but after finally being able to watch the video, was it necessary? Yeah, it was. Let's talk about it on a new episode of Locked On Avalanche coming at you.
You're Locked On Avalanche, your daily podcast on the Colorado Avalanche. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of Locked On Avalanche, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. I'm your host, Chris Maselli. With me, as always, Mr. Zach Pearson. Thank you for tuning in, making it your first listen of the day. Always appreciate it. If you want to get in on the conversation, then join our subtext. Link is in the show notes below. Chat with Zach and I one-on-one. Get your opinion, everything Avalanche related, and share it on this very podcast. On today's episode, another jersey has been announced that is not the Colorado Avalanche. This time it's the Edmonton Oilers. So we just seem to be doing this. I didn't think it was going to be going for this long, where teams are announcing new jerseys for this upcoming year, and it's not the Avalanche. And we've just been sharing them out of maybe just trying to summon when the Avalanche are going to announce theirs, if they even are. We haven't been given 100% guarantee that they are, but we're just in this world where we just think that it's going to happen. So
let's be honest, it's jealousy at this point.
It is.
Yeah.
Total jealousy. Total jealousy, FOMO, whatever you want, or whatever acronym you want to use. Yes, it's all of that stuff. We didn't talk about the other game that the Avalanche played in the preseason game, the split squad, but we'll touch on that, particularly Martin Necas and Brock Nelson. But like I said in the opening, where we're going to start today is the Gabe Landeskog fight, and then just fighting in general, we'll probably get to. But because that game was not televised, it was just the audio, and we talked about it on yesterday's episode. Then the following day, you did get to see videos of everything. The video of the fight came out almost instantly, and it was really just a one-sided event. And then I finally got to see and you had posted it too, the hit that caused the fight, hit to Cale Makar that, led to the penalty. And then, Gabe Landeskog protecting his boys and throwing down. I gotta be honest, like my gut reaction when I saw the hit on Makar was my just immediate instinct was, oh, that wasn't intentional. It was not intentional. It wasn't intentional. So then my mind went to, were we going to fight over that? But then there's more to it, but I want to let you interject here and your thoughts on everything.
I definitely think it was definitely not an intentional elbow to the face, no. But the biggest reason why I think Landeskog had to fight him there is because it was uncontrolled, right? He's clearly trying to make the play, but he's raising his arm up with the knowledge of Cale being right there. Your teammate, the opposing team, whatever, you can't just be throwing your body around willy-nilly. You have to be in control. You got to be in control of your stick. You got to be in control of your elbows. You have to be in that control there. And I don't think it was anything it was definitely not egregious. I 100% don't believe he was trying to elbow Cale Makar. That being said, if you're not going to control yourself and you're going to pop into the head of any player under Gabe Landeskog, according to his comments, doesn't matter if it's their best player or their bottom six guy, right? He's going to go over there and let you know that you don't take shots to the head, intentional or otherwise.
Yeah, as far as the hit goes, I got to be honest, man. I almost feel like Cale kind of leaned. He's trying to get the puck, and the way his head went, his head kind of went into his elbow. Kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, it's such things happen so fast on a hockey rink, and this guy was not trying to elbow him. I think he was trying to play the puck, and where the puck was right up against the boards, his elbow's up because he's trying to just jam the puck out from the boards.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. Nothing was intentional there, and Cale kind of just almost a little bit skated into it. It got him though. It got him. So when, like I said, my first reaction was oh man, I don't is that what you're going to fight over, Gabe? And then I thought about it more and I'm yeah, you are, because like we said in yesterday's episode, having not seen it at that time, the thing that still holds true is you're setting a precedent.
Yep.
You're setting a tone by answering the bell, so to speak. Yeah. And I think that's what Gabe Landeskog was trying to do, because my first thought was, of all these thoughts, was Gabe Landeskog wanted to do this at some point during the preseason. In the few games that he gets, because he's not going to play all 6 games, he wants to set a precedent. And, maybe my thought was you'll get another chance. Well, maybe you won't get a chance until the regular season, but he wants to do this now. And he wasn't going to let the moment pass by without doing it now. And now everybody's talking about, you don't mess with the Golden Boys over on the Avalanche, because guess who's back? Their captain's back, and he's going to stand up for them. So it was less about if it was egregious or not, and more about this is my opportunity to let everybody know, the captain's back in town in Colorado. So then I was okay with it.
And that's what, and I think preseason almost works a little bit better for this one too, because there's 0 damage to the team by him going for 5 minutes off the ice. In a situation where you're trying to win a game sometime in the regular season, where every point does end up mattering, especially with how close I think the Central or the Western Conference in general is going to be.
Right.
Like, you don't want to have your best players off. So Gabe Landeskog setting that tone right now, I think it also encourages some of the other guys to kind of stand up for stuff like that. I also think this was the right hit to do it on, because it wasn't necessarily an egregious intentional one, but it also wasn't just like a clean open ice hockey check. It was an elbow to the face. And I think that's kind of the type of line, because I'm not a big fan of dudes laying out a beautiful check, open ice hit on a guy carrying the puck with his head down, and then immediately having to fight 3 guys because he laid a perfectly clean hockey check. I don't like that. And I think this was a much better example of Gabe saying, you're going to pay attention. You're not going to hurt our guys. And it wasn't, again, I'm not trying to say it was a dirty play, but it wasn't like just a clean open check hockey play. It was an elbow to the face.
Well, and Gabe even said after the game, he goes, I don't think he was intentionally trying to do that. Nope. He said, I don't think it was intentional. But the end result was our superstars on the ice.
Yep.
So that's really where the line was drawn for Landeskog, and I can totally understand that.
Yeah, so, 100%.
The other part of it is, if this was the other way around, we would be up in arms.
There's
why are you going after our guy? You know what I mean? Like, we would be totally up in arms if it was Jamie Benn or something like that went after like Sam Malinsky or something like that for just a kind of like an innocent elbow. We would be calling for his head.
I'd say like maybe a TJ Tynan, who we're not really expecting to crack the NHL permanently. He's more of an Eagles guy on our roster. And I think if Jamie Benn decided to pick a fight with him after a play like that, I'd be absolutely furious. I will acknowledge my double standard in this instance, because I 100% have one, but also it's Jamie Benn. Like, ugh.
Maybe he was a bad example, because anything Jamie Benn does, like, we're just going to be like, what are you doing? Yeah, no, exactly. Let's get a break in, because I want to continue this conversation on the other side for a little bit and just talk about like fighting in general. You touched on it just there, like your open ice hit. And it just are we going like too far with this? We're going to touch on that briefly, and then we'll get to the other game that the Avalanche played, and Martin Necas and Brock Nelson. So let's get a break in, and we'll talk about that on the other side. To hear from FanDuel, of course, the NFL season is here, and FanDuel is making sure that you are ready for kickoff with a can't-miss offer. They still have that can't-miss offer going, so I don't know when it's going to be taken down. So, I mean, we're getting into week 4 here. You better get on it, people. Right now, new customers can bet just $5, and if that bet wins, $300 in bonus bets goes into your account to use across the app. So if you're ready for that, download FanDuel now by visiting FanDuel.com to get started. That is FanDuel.com. Place that first $5 bet today.
Place that bet on Marty Necas to score a point.
When? At any
take that. Just take that bet. Take that $5 bet and put it on Necas to score any point A point anytime in the game. Got it right there.
You got it. So we'll get to him in a minute, but I wanted to, like, you talked about it in the first segment of just, those open ice hits, clean hits, but they look bad because the guy with the puck didn't have his head up. Yeah. And then almost immediately there's, fights are breaking out. You always have the ones where goalie stops the puck and there's the other team is kind of just standing over him, and you get the pushing and shoving, which sometimes leads into a bigger scrum. Yep. Does that stuff bother you? Like, is it too much now of just either the lighthearted jabs to the full-on brawls, or is it no? That's how the game is played. Like, where do you stand on this whole thing?
The net front scrums, I have no problem with most of those. I mean, they go on for a minute and then they typically fizzle out, and you get back to the face off and then move on, right? Those ones I'm kind of okay with. I think they kind of evolve, and I would almost say even necessary, because without those, you've got guys standing there still jabbing their stick in at the goaltender, even a few times after the whistle. And you want to discourage that stuff because you don't want that to be an issue that your goalies have to face. The open ice hits are the ones where I just don't really love. I mean, when the guy flies across, throws his elbow up, not that I'm going to point out any particular players, but you know the guy who comes across the ice and throws his elbow up and takes a player out who's scared. It's like, okay, that's not a clean open ice hit. Somebody dropped the gloves against that guy. But when you come up and it's a, shoulder right into the chest, the player carrying the puck has his head down. He's not keeping, he's not aware of his surroundings. He's not paying attention like he should be. And it's a clean hit that just knocks him off the puck, knocks him on the ice. I don't think that should warrant a fight every single time. And I do feel like now it does. And to me, it takes away from the pace of the game significantly, because usually those seem to happen when it's a nice back and forth. That's what's going on, right? Like, you got a rush one way and then it gets broken up or stopped, rebound comes, you got an odd man rush coming the other way, or you have even like the opportunity for one-on-one down the ice to the goaltender, and the guy's just not paying attention, takes a big hit. It's like, all right, that just takes away from the momentum and the excitement of the game. I like fights. I don't think they should be taken out of hockey. I like the way that the NHL is actually kind of refereeing them right now, right? As soon as one guy goes down, bam, fight's over. We get in there, we separate them. Like, I think they've done a pretty good job of keeping it to a minimal amount of damage. And I think that they're still good to have in the game. But, the open ice ones bug me. The net front, no problem.
I'm with you on that. Totally. They like the open, if it's a good hit, it's a good hit. And, as hockey players, they want to be known as like having like thick skin and tough guys. And I feel like, when the open ice hits, I think they just feel like they have to fight because their guy got embarrassed.
Yep.
And we have to go like defend his honor type of thing, which I understand. I don't know what else you would do. Like, I kind of feel like I would do it too in some capacity, just out of habit, just out of like, oh, you're gonna knock the snot out of my guy. Oh, I'm going to do the same to you, even though what you did was completely legal. The only ones I have a problem with in the net front are when it's just a puck that, just is nobody's around it. Just one of those pucks that maybe it's like a clear that goes right to a goalie and he covers it, and then the defender gives him a snow shower.
Yeah.
To me, that's like, I'm going after. I don't like that at all. I've never liked that.
Oh, so you'll fight for the snow shower?
I will. Absolutely. Right. I don't like that. Like when it's just one guy, there's nobody around him, and the puck is going to get stopped, and he covers it up. Let's just go to the face-off. But no, this guy's barreling down. He knows he's not going to get the puck.
Yeah.
And the whistle blows, and then like 3 seconds later, you give the guy a snow shower. Like I don't play with.
Fair.
No. Yeah. But like stuff like, was it the guy on Toronto? Was it last year where he had like the open ice empty net slap shot against Ottawa?
Oh, yes.
And like, to me, like, I was fine with that.
Yeah, I was too.
I don't care. In Ottawa, I feel like they fought because that's embarrassing to them. So I understand that side of it, but it's like,
was it Kachuk that went to fight too? Because that seems like a Kachuk kind of fight.
And then if I'm not mistaken, like a week or two later, they did the same exact thing to another team. And it's like, oh, now it's okay. So that stuff I'm completely fine. That didn't bother me. I thought it was hilarious, but I also thought it was hilarious that Ottawa took offense to it. But
see, I'm also fine with the big open ice slap shots and stuff like that. I have no problem with once you hit the professional level, the like showboating, the over the top, those types of things in all sports. Stop trying to get that out of sports. The no fun league is already doing a bad job at making the game less enjoyable by taking some of that stuff out. So NHL, let these guys keep doing it. Like and honestly, if you don't want to be embarrassed, be better. Do better.
Don't let it happen.
Better. Exactly.
Don't let it happen. Exactly.
Be the better team. You don't get embarrassed.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, I'd love to hear people's thoughts on that, because the fighting is always a good conversation to have. Some people love it. Some people hate it and want it completely banned. And, I'm not going to tell them think differently. No, but maybe there's a happy medium for some people. So fire away in the comment section. Quickly wanted to bring up game 2 of the split squad game for the Avs and Utah. Again, we didn't watch this one, but just some of the highlights. Nice to see your top line kind of taking care of everything in this game, with Brock Nelson getting a goal, Lehkonen getting a goal, and Martin Necas getting a goal and 2 assists. A 3-point game, +3 for him. And remember when I said I just wanted this season to start, so guys like Nelson and Necas can just start doing their thing. I know it's preseason, and I know they were playing against guys that a lot of guys are not going to be on Utah. But again, going back to if the opposite happened, we'd be hearing about it. If Necas and Nelson did nothing in this game, I'd be getting emails from some people just saying like they can't even score against scrubs against Utah. So it was just nice to see those guys. Hey, a lot of times how you play in the preseason can carry over to the start of the regular season. So I know it's game 1. There's 5 more to go. Who knows how many they're going to play, obviously, in the preseason, but a nice start for these guys anyway.
The 2 pieces to start this off is like the preseason. I know it is preseason, but practice how you play, because you'll play how you practice, I feel like applies to the preseason. Mm-hmm. And then the other piece of that too is as long as you're winning in the preseason, it means your team is absolutely tops. Once you start losing, preseason doesn't matter at all. But I loved Necas and Nelson and Arturi getting the 3 goals. I think that works beautifully. Marty getting all 3 points on all 3 goals as well, with a great unassisted goal for himself off of a turnover right at the defensive blue line for the Avs, and he carries it all the way across and just fires it home. Like I thought that was excellent. And I love to see those guys that are kind of the ones that sort of have the big burning question marks still. Like, how good is that second line going to be? And that's kind of what you just saw. I mean, Lecky usually gets some top line nods more so than second line.
Too. Necas will get top line,
But like, that those are going to blend around with Bednar, and that very well could be a line we see. And the fact that they're clicking like that makes me feel really good about the upcoming season, because I think this is going to be, and I'm so pumped to see Marty Necas play in the regular season, and with like a full time to really gel with the rest of the team, feel good on here. He even made, like, going back to his comments from media day of my game fits well here. I think that showed just in one preseason game. And I know I'm getting too amped up, and I let myself get swept up in the preseason hype every year, but I feel pretty good about this.
I mean, all 3 goals could have been his. The way because the one where he just kind of came up the left side right in front of the goal, he made a save, and that's when our Lehkonen rebounded and put home. The other one was unassisted, just open ice. Like he's going to be tough to stop. And then the last one, he just fired it from right inside the blue line that Nelson tipped.
Yep.
So, he's in on all 3 goals, but all 3 goals could have been his. So, you like seeing him kind of like, I am the best player out here, and just go to work. Now, it's a whole nother ball game, game 1 against the Kings. And going forward, which, I'm confident in the guy, but I just like that. This just gets even though it's lesser guys that you're playing against, it just gets, it's on between the ears, right? It just gets things going for you. So let's see it continue.
Yeah.
So it was nice.
I think it will. I'm really stoked. I mean, it seems like in training camp, he's looked really good. I know, there's all the talk about what happened. He disappeared in the postseason, but again, I just don't think there was enough time for everybody to kind of get on that same page. He had more time with the Mikko trade happening earlier than the trade deadline, but I just don't think it was quite there. Yeah. And now, you've got the full off season to really gel. You saw the clips of the guys all getting together and hanging out off the ice, doing stuff like all the social media content. He's like front and center in almost all of it. So
he's having fun.
That also makes me feel good about his continuation with the Avs too. Absolutely. It's all the positive, all the good vibes right now.
And he even said, like, someone asked him about the questioning being in Colorado, and he flat out said, I don't know where that came from.
Yep.
Not for me. So, which is kind of what we were speculating. It's coming from people that we don't know where you're getting that from. And he kind of just solidified that that's true. So, all right. One more break and another jersey announcement. That was not the Colorado Avalanche. We'll look at it. Do we like it? Do we hate it? It's just what we've been doing this offseason. So we'll do that. Let's hear from Monarch Money. Most people can't name all their financial accounts or even what they're worth, whether it's 401ks, properties, or investments. And when you don't have the full picture, you can end up leaving money on the table. And that's where Monarch Money comes in. It's an all-in-one personal finance tool that brings your entire financial life together in one clean, easy-to-use interface on your laptop or on your phone. And Monarch is built for people with busy lives. If you put off organizing your finances, Monarch is for you. It does the heavy lifting. You can link all your accounts in minutes, see clear data visuals, get smart categorization of your spending, and finally feel in control of your money without ever touching a spreadsheet. So don't let financial opportunities slip through the cracks. Use the code LOCKEDONNHL at monarchmoney.com in your browser for half off of your first year. That's 50% off of your first year at monarchmoney.com. Once again, that promo code LOCKEDONNHL. Go check them out today. All right, wrapping up with another jersey announcement. This one came out a couple days ago. Was it over the week? I think on Saturday this one came out.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yesterday. And it's the Edmonton Oilers who have another one. I'm gonna throw it up here on social media, on YouTube, which I guess is social media in a way. There you go. If you're not watching, it's predominantly white jersey. You got Oilers spelled out, kind of like baseball style, kind of going like at an upper angle. And you got blue on the shoulders with a orange stripe, kind of right by the bottom of the neckline. And then you have like striping on the bottom, striping halfway down the sleeves. I like the number font. I think the number font on this is actually pretty cool. I like this. And there's been so many jersey announcements this offseason, and I feel like the overwhelming response to almost all of them is hatred. Are we in this world where we have to hate all jerseys now? Because I've liked most of the ones that have come out. I got to be honest. What do we need to satisfy people other than a Nordiques jersey? But it's a little bit confusing to me. What's wrong with this? Do you like this or do you not like this?
I don't hate it, but it doesn't really there's nothing about it that makes me go, man, that's really good. The one that I really liked was the Kraken was one that I really liked. I got some flack for liking the Detroit one because it's the same as all their other ones, and fair. It is very similar. But this one just doesn't really do anything that jumps off. It's kind of just a jersey. It's I'm not seeing anything that's crazy. I think we do need a Nordiques throwback in order to heal as a collective hockey fan base. I think that will help everybody kind of get over this distaste for jerseys that have come out. Mm-hmm. And you know what? I don't know why this particular one brought this to mind, but kind of gives me the labeled jerseys from the Devils a couple years ago when they put jersey on the front of their jerseys. Yep.
Yeah.
Like a little bit kind of that vibe. It just feels like they took off jersey and put Oilers, and like it just label maker more so than like something cool.
Yeah,
and
it's not
again,
like,
I don't hate it. It's just it doesn't really do it for me.
It's not like over the top, like they put a ton of time and effort into it. I think it's just very simplistic, very clean, very. What I am interested to know is like why they use number 25, which is obviously for the year, as the captain jersey. Why didn't you just use? We all know who the captain is of the Oilers. Why did they put number 25 and not Connor McDavid?
Is this a hint at what's to come?
But
hey, you know what? If we can go through every star athlete's Instagram profile and find out when they've removed mentions of a team from their Instagram and that tells us the future, then yeah, I think this does the same thing.
Maybe we're onto something here, but I don't know, man. Like I kind of like this one. It's funny that the one that you like the most, I think I like the least, and I don't hate it, is the Kraken one. Yeah. Like I don't hate the Kraken one, but that one to me, it's when people do like something like you know, the glow in the dark stuff, I feel like that's where the focus goes on the like that part of the jersey and not so much as like everything else. So for that reason, it's kind of like why I don't like that one, but I still think it's a fine jersey. But I kind of like this. This is a little bit like old school, like I said, like old school, like baseball jersey to me. And I'm okay with it.
That's fair. I'll give it a little bit of extra points for that. My wife did say, because I tried to show her this earlier, and she's like, this looks like 1970s throwback. I'm like,
nothing wrong with that.
Little bit. So it's just,
and
I don't know. Maybe I'm just tired of the Oilers.
What's that?
Maybe I'm just tired of the Oilers.
It could be that too. Yeah. But I always say, like, you gotta give it until you see it on everybody on the ice.
Yes.
So if you just despise a jersey and all you do is see it, like these videos and the image that comes out of those videos, which is difficult sometimes, look at it again in total on the entire team. And if you still hate it, then you just hate it. But give it a second chance.
So you know what? This might actually, trying to picture that, this might play really well on the ice. I don't know though. I'll have to wait to see it. But I mean, that's a great point, because I always go back to the last reverse retro the Avs did with the like old, not really the Colorado Rockies colors, but kind of what they were going for. I couldn't stand it when they announced it. And then I saw them play. First game that I watched them play, I was like, nope, love those. Those are great.
Because like that's just the image of the jersey. And, you know, what the gloves look like make a huge difference.
Oh yeah.
You know, the pants make a huge difference. Your helmet makes it. So to me, I think, you know, next to the jersey, the gloves to me are like the most important thing. Like, what do the gloves look like?
And if only there was some way for these social media teams to do something like that, like maybe have the video of their players on the ice in the jersey in clear view.
I hate these
I don't know. Yeah, this one was really bad. I think you got what, 2 seconds total?
We are going for like these Michael Bay like explosion videos where we don't even see the product, and it's just driving me crazy. So if Avalanche, I'm sure the Avalanche already have one in the hopper waiting to go whenever they announce theirs. Throw it away, delete it, delete the video, and just give me the picture. That's all I want to see.
Right. I don't get a picture of like 3 of the guys out on the ice wearing the jersey, full get up, and then start the video off by saying, we were going to do a jersey announcement video. Instead, here you go. Right. And that's it. That's all you have to do. And it will be the best jersey announcement video from the league this year.
Start a new trend. Don't copy the trend, because the trend is terrible.
And Avs, that idea is yours for free.
Oh yeah,
I don't even require royalties. Just take
nothing.
It.
Nothing. No, I don't care. Just do it, and I'll be happy. I'll be a happy podcast host. So, all right, that will wrap it up for today, everybody. So be sure to tune in tomorrow. If anything's going on in Avalanche world, we will be talking about it then. But for this one, thank you for tuning in, making it your first listen of the day. That is always appreciated. For Mr. Zach Pearson, I am Chris Maselli. This is the Locked On Avalanche podcast. We'll see you guys tomorrow, where, of course, you will have made it through another 24 hours where you're that much closer to Sidney Crosby being in one of those Colorado Avalanche uniforms.